What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be going through how to find buyer intent keywords of low competition for an affiliate website. So I've shown you tons of different tutorials on how to find informational based keywords, but what if you're trying to find your buyer intent keywords, like the best buy, best this, best that, or review keywords, so on and so forth. So it's going to be a very quick tutorial today because there isn't much to it, and we're going to be using a tool called Ahrefs to take you through how to find these kind of keywords. So if you're excited to get into this video, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm right off the bat, and then we'll get straight onto it on the computer. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is just basically go in and find a niche to go and find different products around. All right, so I'm looking through the Amazon directory, and I'm just going to pick something random. So let's just say we pick something like hunting. Okay, so just say, for example, we've got like best hunting knives or what may be in that industry. So if we click that, what you want to do first of all is just figure out your top of silo kind of main articles. All right, so best hunting scopes. Okay, so we've got scopes, knives, so on and so forth. So these are different main articles that you'll go for, and with this kind of method you're going to be interlinking all of your sub pages to this main article that you create. All right, so that's how it all comes together in that sense. So we've got best hunting cases, bags, best hunting scopes, so on and so forth. All right, so we go over to Ahrefs and we're going to drum in best hunting scopes. Okay, so that brings us to this page here where we can see that it's a 24 difficulty, which is medium level, and then we've got an average search volume of around 350 searches per month. So what we need to do is we would go and create an article around this. Okay, so this would be our main article, and then we're going to go and find these easy to rank keywords. All right, so the first step to this is actually going to be to go to the also ranks for tab, and then we're going to set some filters. All right, so we've got all of these different keywords, and what this means in the also ranks for tab is it means that any website within the top 10 ranking pages are also ranking for these keywords within the top 100 page results. All right, so that one page amongst 10 others could be making up like about 20 or 30 of these or 100 of these. There's 3,000 in total. So on average, each of those top 10 pages are ranking for around 300 keywords each. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to set some filters. So I like to set it to 1 and 8 because I don't want anything higher than like a keyword difficulty of 8. Ahrefs keyword difficulty works on the basis of backlinks, opposed to some of the other tools that you'll find like Moz, which works on authority. We also want to set this to 4 or more words. Okay, so that's the next thing we want to do. So we want the word count to be these long tail keywords. So that's how we're going to fish all of that out. And then we also want the volume to be 50 searches or above. You can set this to 0 and try target some 0 keywords, but I personally like to have at least 50 searches because it shows me that it's of a low search volume, but it's not ground level. Okay, so once we've got that, we've got all of these different keywords straight away. We can see like best 15 scope under 200, best of the West rifles, best rifle under 300. And if we were to actually go and search these, you can see this is like a level 1 on the difficulty. We'll actually go and drum that into Google and see what happens there. Okay, so straight away we can see these very low authority sites ranking, and the reason why is because they got very low traffic. I mean, this whole domain has about 12,000 visits a month, and it's a DR12, which is ridiculously low. And then we've got here, this is on average that 23 searches a month, probably more than that, obviously. It's a .org. And then we've got this one again as low authority because they're only getting low traffic. They got a high DR rating and quite a lot of referring domains, but ultimately it's still of low competition. And then straight away we've got this here as well, that's another low one, and we've got this which is relatively medium competition. This is a low competition, so on and so forth. And let's just go pull out another keyword to show you how well this works. So I'm going to find another one. So we've got best deer rifle there, we've got best hunting rifles. We don't want these time stamped ones because obviously we want that evergreen content. All right, so if we go for one of the lower ones, so if we could even go one step further, we could basically make it have to include the word best. All right, so that will filter it down even more, all the way down to like 107 keywords. So you can see that we've already plucked out all of these low competition best by keywords. All right, and I'm just going to take another example here. So this was specifically obviously about scopes and whatever else. Let's just find, look, best low light scope. So that one might be a little bit higher competition. We'll check it out. All right, so this one's got a little bit higher competition, but we've got this low competition here, website here, low competition website here as well. We've actually got a forum here as well, which is a very good sign. Low competition site again. So this is a relatively low competition keyword once again. So that's the second one that I've just helped you to find right off the bat. And then we could obviously go through this. And what you can actually do with Ahrefs is you can create like a list of keywords. So you can see I've got 5 in there, 17 in there, and you can export it all into an Excel spreadsheet. All right, so we've got best 1,000-yard scope. So that could be another thing. Okay, so let's actually drum that in. And you can see how I can quickly penetrate any kind of niche, because I randomly just went on to Amazon spontaneously for this video. I didn't research it before, and we're finding all these keywords. So you can see here we've got a low competition site in number 1, low competition site here again. Like, I mean, this is getting no search volume. Google's not rewarding this site, so it doesn't appreciate it, even though they got a high DR. They could be doing some spammy stuff, whatever it may be, or maybe it's a new site, who knows. And then as we come down, that's like relatively low again. Got a low competition site here as well, and so on and so forth. And if you're wondering what this search bar is, this toolbar, it's Ahrefs bar. You can only get it if you've got a paid subscription there as well. It just tells me how many referring domains are going to this specific page, how many backlinks are coming from those referring domains, and then the URL rating based on Ahrefs rating, the domain rating and referring domain, and then page traffic. So it estimates this is getting about 800 visitors per month, probably because it's ranking for multiple different keywords for that term, for that one article, sorry. And then we've got site traffic. So this is the overall site traffic and how many keywords I believe they're showing up for as well. So there's quite a bit of information there to decipher. I mainly pay attention to the domain rating, and then if it's got links and the traffic, because ultimately if you're not getting traffic, it means Google doesn't like your site. It doesn't matter what you're doing. All right, so that's how you find those. Now that isn't the actual method that I'm going to be showing you. This is just so you can discover low competition keywords. Now many times before, guys, I've shown you how to do this reverse method. So this is like a method that I put out on the internet. People know of it, but people don't teach it, and they probably don't do it in the exact same way as me. So this is my specific method that I use to just penetrate any industry and find low competition keywords. So what I tend to do is the whole method relies on you, first of all, discovering low competition keywords, as I showed you how to do. And that's just the first step of the process. After that, we need to document those low authority sites that we discover, and then we're going to reverse those sites to find more low competition keywords. And then as we discover more keywords, they'll bring up more sites, we'll document those sites and bring up more keywords, and we just keep recycling that process. All right, so what we're going to do is actually go straight back in. So what I'm going to do is just take one of these low authority sites. So say for example something like this. The reason why you want to go for these kind of sites is because it's showing up number 2 here and it's low authority. So what does that indicate? If they're showing up for this, then what's the likelihood that they're showing up for a bunch of other keywords as well in the top 10, top 5 with their low authority site? So I want to see what else they're actually ranking for. Now the reason why we use Ahrefs for this over the tool that I used to recommend, like key search, is because Ahrefs ultimately is the superior tool and is able to pluck out more keywords out of this page than what you'd find on key search. So if we was to do like reverse this page on Ahrefs, you might find 350 keywords, whereas on key search it might only show you like 150 of those because the tool is just not that advanced. So it looks like they're using Easy Azon or one of those kind of plugins there, and it's just a basic affiliate site, so you can see there's nothing special going on with it. What we're going to do is we're going to take that website, and what we would do is create a Google Doc, to be fair, and what we're going to do is we're going to drum all these websites down here that we find. Okay, so that's one, and then we'll find another one. Okay, so we've got that one there. We can also document a few others, so whilst we're here we'll find another one. Okay, so as I come down, I've got a 36 low authority there, but I'm going to try and go even lower than that. We could take like this one here. So this is a very low authority website. Okay, and to prove my concept as well, what we're going to do is the keywords I reverse from these websites, we're going to drum them into Ahrefs, and you'll see the level of competition that it comes up with, like the difficulty, because all of the keywords that they're showing up for, you'll see, are all like low competition words, low difficulty. And we could go and test that in key search as well if you wanted to kind of cross-reference that. So if we come come back to this. We've now got our sites, and then we're going to go into Ahrefs and drum the site in. Okay, so we're on Ahrefs Site Explorer, and what we're going to do is we're basically going to do the same thing that we do on key search. So we're looking at the site's organic keywords. So that we're going to click organic keywords, and we're going to set some filters again, yeah, because what we want to do is drill down to those very specific keywords, the golden gems that these guys have. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do anything from them showing up in positions 1 to positions 10, okay, because we want to only see the keywords that these guys are ranking for. If you go beyond position 10, then it might be a good indicator that the keyword is too difficult for them to penetrate the first page of Google. So if we go onto volume, again, we could set this to 50, you could set it to 100. I personally set it to 100 first, and then see what comes up, because you can see it's only 23, we went from 59 to 23. And then if you can't find that many, or you've exhausted it, then you go back to the other ones. And then what we want to have is we actually want a keyword difficulty maximum of 8. So we want between a 1 and an 8, because sometimes you'll see that Ahrefs puts down like not applicable, and we don't want that, because that's when it's uncertain about the level of difficulty. It could be a brand new web page or whatever else. And then what we also want is words to include, yeah, so we want it to contain best. It must contain best. So you can see how we're just drilling down, and we've only come down to just 2 keywords. So you can see best 100-yard scope, best scope, for so on and so forth. Now what's so good about this is once you've actually done these settings and these filters, it stays there. So we can just keep replacing sites inside of here, and then keep spitting out keywords. And the more keywords we spit out, the more sites we'll find in the page results. So what we're going to do is actually you would document those 2 keywords there. And as I said, look, you can see when we reverse it, it only comes out to a difficulty of like 2 and 3, yeah? So ironically, obviously, those are the same 2 keywords how we discovered this site in the first place. So you can see how good that first technique is, even without getting to this stage. You can document the volumes and stuff. I personally don't. So you've got best 1,000-yard and best scope. So that's the exact same thing. So you can see how one page can rank for multiple keywords, because this one page, best 1,000-yard rifle scope, is ranking for this keyword in position 3 and this keyword in position 5, and they both get like a combined traffic of 600 search per month. All right, so if we actually go back, we've got another site already to reverse, okay, and then we're going to try and discover some more. So you can put that straight in, and the filters will remain set for you. All right, so now we've got more keywords. So you can see here we've got best Remington, and you can see how these are all low authority keywords. So best spot to shoot a deer, where is the best spot? And if you want to remove best and just find informational keywords, so if we just take it off completely, actually, we could even exclude, okay, we could exclude words. So we could say we exclude anything that is all rules doesn't contain best, okay, so we're going to remove the word best from it, and now you've got all these info keywords, okay. So look, where to shoot a wild dog, yeah, so they're ranking #1 for that. It's a low authority site. When we go there, what we'll see, it will be all low authority information articles. All right, so if we go down here, you can see low authority there, low authority there, DR16, DR10, DR3. When we come down, there's a few other, but are they specifically talking about where to shoot a wild hog? No, hog hunting, where to shoot them, that's specifically talking about it, but they haven't got traffic for some reason, but they've got a high DR. So relatively, I'd still go for this. You know, this would be a keyword that I'd definitely go for. And again, we discover more sites here because we can document those sites, and then we can put them into our sheet. Okay, so we're finding more potential websites that we can actually reverse engineer. So we're going to use that one. Okay, and now we've got this one as well. So we've got 2 websites there. I don't know if that's like some kind of, yeah, Web 2.0 or something like that. But you can see here, we can keep discovering them. So we've got deer neck placement, how to wear a boot knife, how long does it take to dehydrate jerky. So let's have a look at that, and we'll see what's happening with that. So not even just showing you buyer intent keywords, you've also got some informational ones, and I showed you how to discover those as well. So we've got obviously a kitchen website, because that's now relevant to that. So we're going a bit off topic here with that, but you can see there's more low authority sites that we're discovering just like that. So that's like a very low authority, and you can see these are getting traffic because we've set the filters to only show us things that are getting over 100 searches per month. If you are enjoying this video so far, please smash that like button, because the amount of value I share, there's people who teach you keyword research on the internet and things like that, and they do not go as in depth as this. Like, I'm gonna blow my own trumpet here because there's not people sharing this kind of information on keyword research. Every single video, I'm never ever like kind of going through these sites before. I just randomly pick it and randomly go in. And if you don't believe me, we can do like a live stream, a call, where you guys just throw it at me and I'll just do it on the spot, and I'll show you how to penetrate any niche. So you'll be able to give me your niche and I'll pull out a bunch of keywords. Because right now, personally, I could just export this whole list into a spreadsheet, and I've got 52 potential keywords that I could target right there. Okay, so if we remove this and we put it back and we put contains the word best, we are going to continue to find more of those low competition buyer keywords. So best Remington 700 trigger. Okay, so this is another low competition money keyword. Okay, 300 searches per month on average. There's a very high competition website here, so maybe this one might be a bit more difficult to go for, to be honest. It's not a perfect system, but you can see here low competition website there and low competition there, but that's a high DR, so it's a bit skeptical about that one. And there's the site that we just reversed. Got this other one here, DR 37, not that low, but we've got this one. See, that's why you can't always go off DR, because this site's getting 84,000 visits per month, which could be taken like an income school approach, not building links and things like that, and going for this informational based content, like really good low competition keywords on info content. Yeah, and then some people look at the DR of, some people would class this as a low competition website purely based on its domain ranking. But then if you come down to this, they'll say, oh, that's a DR 51, but that only gets on average 16,000 visits a month. So you can see that Google are loving this other website way more, and this is probably going to be harder to beat than the other one, you know. So whilst this is a low authority, you can see that they're getting huge amounts of traffic and it's probably on its way up. So personally, just looking at it, it doesn't look like anything special, and overall they've got 700 links, which is not that much. What's good about Ahrefs is we can actually click referring domains, and what you want to do is you always want to check like what do follow links they've got. It doesn't matter about their no follow links, because that's just like, you know, blog comments and all that stuff, web 2.0s or whatever. We want to see do follow links. So we've got do follow links, and then you want to sort it by domain rank. So you want to see the highest authority sites that link to them and if they're genuine. So if we take a look at this, when I see like 34 links coming in, it looks not genuine to me. Like 73 here, it's probably spam. So you see image links and all that kind of stuff. And then if we actually take a look at some of the others, like when you got 8 links coming in, again, it's probably spam. So you can see these unusual redirects happening on their site as well. So I mean, this one, I don't know, it looks a bit weird, like a web 2.0 or something, but you can see they're redirecting domains and all this kind of stuff. It looks a bit dodgy, to be honest. I'm a bit skeptical about that. This one looks like a legitimate link, but again, they've got 50 links come into it, but it does look like a legitimate backlink. So let's have a look, and this is a forum. So what's interesting is as well, what you also want to document is you want to document the forums, yeah, that have do follow backlinks going to your competitors. And this is a different video within itself, because I'm going to do a video on this of how to get like free backlinks, yeah, by using Ahrefs. If this forum, you can see they've sent 50 links they've gone and built on this website because they know that they do follow. So these links are actually passing link juice and authority and trust over to their website from the forum, because I've set it to do follow, and this is a do follow forum within their backlink profile. So that's quickly how you could go and sign up to the forum and obviously get the same backlink. Okay, so that's a free link to your website from a very high authority forum. You can see it's like a DR69, so it's a very high authority, and you get that do follow link completely free. So if we take a look at this is a DR41, and that's another one, that's another forum you can see where these guys are just abusing it, and they've got this other forum, and you can see, look, that's the actual content, and then the anchor text that they're using, URLs and all that back to their content. So this is a quick way how you can actually discover that. So all we're going to be doing after this is just purely drumming these keywords in, and then just discovering more low competition websites and then reversing them and finding more keywords. So if we take a look at this 54, that's a DR54, quite high. .org, I'm not really sure about that. So this one here, this is perfect. All right, so this is the kind of site that I would take and just rinse them for everything they have. So you can see it's a typical affiliate site. They're going to be targeting all these kind of best buy keywords and whatever else. So this is the perfect kind of site that we could reverse. So what I'm going to do is drum that in there. We'll drum it into our document, but I'm going to stop doing that right now for the purpose of speeding up the video, put that in there and discover anything they're showing up for. So they're showing up for the same keywords. Okay, so we could take another one. So that one's not too good. Sometimes you're not going to find the exact one. That's the one we just did. There's another one. Again, this is like another affiliate site. Look at the content, very short and stuff like that. So we're getting like the same kind of keywords here. And of course, if you wanted to discover more sites, and I'm glad this happened throughout the video, like I said, I freestyled this stuff anyway, we could go back to the keyword explorer, and then we could say best hunting knives, and that will take us down a complete different path. Okay, so if we go up to here, we type best hunting knives, you can see now we've got this. That's 1.2 thousand searches per month on average, and then we're going to set a keyword difficulty between 1 and 8. As I said, we don't want 0 because we don't want the NA thing happening. We're going to set these to a minimum of 50 searches per month. Okay, and then we want the word count to be 4 or more words. Okay, so straight away this is going to help us to find all these hunting keywords, these money keywords of low competition, and then straight away we could do we want it to include the word best. So you can already see there's a bunch of best, but just to make it more specific, because if we wanted to export this or we wanted to add this to a list, we could have, look, best hunting knives. I've just done keyword research for best hunting knives because I could just keyword list, new list. Immediately I've now got a list of the best hunting knives right there. I can export into an Excel spreadsheet. Got all these keywords, so I'll just filter out the ones with the dates and whatever else, and straight away I've got like an entire kind of, that's a website within itself. If I wanted to make a website on the best hunting knives, I've immediately got all of the content right there, like straight away, you know, we've got all of this search traffic straight away. And as you know, if you rank for this, you're not going to just show up for this, you're going to show up for multiple different keywords. So if we come back to that and we actually use those to find more low competition, so we've got these keywords, so you might go and like note them down and whatever else. So if we come down here, look, best gut hook knife. Okay, so when you see a short tail keyword like this, it might be like high competition still because you get these big authorities. But again, look, you can see DR6 showing up, DR1, DR4, like, so this is super low competition, 140 searches on average, and that's obviously Surfer's tool. And then you can see that also Ahrefs is showing us the same kind of similar search volume. And if we go to this, we can reverse this, we can reverse this, we can reverse this. Okay, and now we've got 3 other sites where we're going to find more keywords. So you would go and document all those keywords, and then you would come in here, you'd go to organic keywords, set your filters back up. So you want to go from positions 1 to 10. You want to go for a search volume above 100. You want to go from a difficulty of 1 to 8. I'd go 1, 7, 1, 8, whatever it may be. And then it must contain the word best. Okay. So what we're going to do, you see how we couldn't find more keywords, and you probably thought, he got stuck, but that's not the case because there's always a way. So that was just one specific little silo that I just showed you. So you would have best hunting knives as your main article, and then all those sub pages that also rank for, you would create them as sub articles. So if we drum this site in and then we just do a search, you're going to see it's not going to come up with scopes anymore because now we're in the knives kind of section. So all of these sites we're going to discover now are going to be all about knives. So you can see best Japanese whetstone, best Japanese water stones, best gut hook knife, so on and so forth. So we haven't got too much coming out of that. So if we actually close that, we can find this other website. Okay, so we've got this one here. So now we drum this in, we've got best flour storage containers, best gut hook knife, so on and so forth. So we haven't got too much coming out of that as well. And what we're going to do is to put in this last one. We'll see what comes out of that. So you've got straight away best spotlight for long distance, best camping lighter, best waterproof, best whistle. Okay, so that's probably going to be high competition. I don't know what that's there. Probably, who knows, you know. Best survival whistle. So let's take something like that, and that might actually take us into more websites, more low competition website. So if we come here, this one's high competition at the beginning here. Let's go down, see if we can find some more. Okay, so we've got a DR10 there. Okay, so survival front. So you can see that we're penetrating this niche because we're finding all these survival low comp sites that are just usually hidden in the search. So that's also low comp as well. So what we're going to do is we would take this And Survival Front, you can see they're putting in a lot of work. This actually looks like another site that I've seen. I think it's the same company. They must be starting a new site, but they've only got 141 backlinks, which is nothing. We'll put that into there, and what we'll do is we'll reverse this. So you can see we've got the filters set in, and then straight away, best handheld ham, radio, blah, 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 low competition, best blah, 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 machete. So these are all knives now. So you can see exactly how this works. So we keep doing this. We would basically document all these keywords, make sure like we've got them all saved. So that would be in our knife section. And then we would obviously reverse more websites as we discover them, because anything that's showing up for these top 10 results for this keyword here or something, like let me pick one that I just know is going to be low competition, like something like this. So say for example, if we go and put that into Google, you're going to see all these low DR websites show up. Like I don't even know, I've never seen it, but look straight away, a DR7 showing up #1, DR20, DR4, you know, DR10. We could do this all day. Like I could keep finding tons and tons, and you'll never ever get to the end of it. Look, that's another website with a bunch of keywords we can reverse, that has a bunch of keywords we can reverse, and this is all within obviously now this knife section. So a lot of these are going to be within the knife or radio and all that kind of thing. So whenever you find relevant ones, you just add them to different lists. Yeah. And if we actually go here, you can see best military poncho, okay, best survival poncho, all these different keywords, and you just keep doing it. Like there's no limit to doing it. Okay, you could easily find them. And then if you want to switch it and find some information, you would obviously just do does not contain the word best, and then straight away now you've got all your informational keywords for an entire website. So we could set that it has to have 4 words or more, so it's like a bit of a long tail keyword. Okay, so straight away we've got survival knife with fire starter, so like, you know, blah 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 blah, and you could set this to like 50, so you get more keywords, or 10, something like that. Now we've got 36 keywords. So you can see how we've got all these different low competition informational keywords. You could go and take like one of the top ones. So let's take this one, survival knife with fire starter or something like that. I'm not really sure what that's about, but you try and find like some questions or how-tos. And then obviously you'll find all these. So this is like Amazon at the top. I've seen a lot of the time recently that Amazon are coming up to the top for some reason, but we've got some low authority sites here. That's a low authority site there, Knife Planet and whatever else. Then we've got relatively low authority there, and low authority here. So you can see, look, I could keep doing it. I'm not sure. Yeah, that was the site we reversed. As you can see, there is absolutely so many opportunities to find these keywords, and honestly, just bookmark this video. Make sure to smash the like button. Please share it, like give it to people, because I sit here at home just finding these keywords very easily, and I see all these tutorials online and all this different stuff, and these kind of keywords like are so low competition, you would hardly need probably, if any, backlinks to it, you know. So I do that on autopilot with any niche. Like, so even if you want to, like, I don't even know, if people want me to do it for them, if you can't follow the tutorial, then maybe we can discuss where I'll do it for you as like a kind of freelance kind of thing or something like that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't have anything more. I'm kind of tired today. I came out of the shower and done this video, but yeah, that's it. Make sure you leave any comments below as well if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.